doing this by myself. Nobody's helping me.
Paramount is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Folks, our next guest is a wonderful new comedian who can be seen live at a place called Stand Up New York, September 30th and October 1st. Making his first appearance with us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome KevinBrennan. Kevin, come on out.
How's it going? So I live in Queens, and they're selling crack in my neighborhood. Finally, you know, I thought I got robbed recently. They broke into my house. They took my TV and my VCR, and they drank my juice. They stopped for a juice break. You know why? Because cops in my neighborhood have bikes. They're doing this. Cops on bikes. They have criminals with Mercedes with bulletproof windows. The cop's on a Schwinn. The only guy you can catch on a bike is a guy going slower than you, like a guy in a pogo stick, you know, or a guy robs a bank on stilts. He's like, oh no, I'll never get away. Stilts are bad for bank jobs. They should give the cops Scud missiles in New York. Then you get results. We got you surrounded with Scud missiles. Gotta be like, I'm coming out, you know? As it is, the cops are like, hey, we got you surrounded with bikes. You'll never get away unless you have a car or a moped or a friend pick you up. I got a super soaker. New York is so weird, though. Oh, man. Everyone's so weird. Like, I mean, am I lying or what? I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, let's say you lived in, like, Iowa. And you walk down the street doing this all day. Yeah. They would arrest you in Iowa. After 5 minutes, you'd be in jail going, it's just going, yeah. I can't do that, yeah? In New York City, you can do that all day long. No one will pay any attention to you. I did it the other day, walked down the street all day long. Yeah. One weird guy came up and said, are you my father? And, you know, my father is, like, the weirdest guy ever. I mean, that was a segue, but my father is very strange. No, my dad is like, he's watching, too. Dad, you're weird, okay? This is a true story. When I was 3 years old, we had a dog, and the dog got sick. My dad had to put it to sleep. He took it into the woods and shot it, which was traumatic for me because I was close to the dog. Actually, I was holding it, you know, so... So I was just in Iowa. I'm in Iowa, and I like it there though, because it's like, but they're weird there too. I was doing a show. I go, what are you guys gonna do after the show? They go, we're going cow tipping. Cow tipping. Yeah. And they explained to me what it was. Cows sleep standing up, so these kids get drunk, and then they push over the cow, and then they run from the cow, like the cow's gonna chase them, right? Like a cow has chased anybody ever. You could shoot a cow's brother in the face and he'd be like, moo, I don't care. I'm a cow, do whatever you want. But I'm thinking maybe the cows don't care. They're sleeping, standing up. So maybe when you knock them over, they're like, oh, this is much better. I'm gonna fall every punchline from now on, okay? So, but that's really all you can make fun of anymore is cows, unfortunately, because people are so sensitive. I was at a show, and I do a lot of shows. So I was at a show, and I said to this, I was making an observation about women. No, I love women, but I was making an observation that I think women want to get married more than the guys do because, like, if you go to a newsstand, right, you'll see like 30 bride magazines, right? There's no groom magazines. Right? We have porno. So anyway. So I say that, and a woman yells out in the show, she goes, you're a misogynist, which is a guy who hates women. I don't hate women, but I didn't like her because she was rude. But I'm thinking after the show, what do you call a woman who hates men? And I realized there's no term for it because women can hate men, because women have been oppressed for millions of years, so they can hate men. The point is, I'm a white male. I can't hate anyone. Any race can hate me. If I hate them back, I'm a racist. Women can hate me. All I can hate really is guys that are whiter than me. You know, like an albino. I see an albino, I will kick his ass, seriously. Keep Larry Bird away from me. Edgar Winter, you're warned. Look at me. I'm crazy about this. I almost fell. But the thing is about all this, I'm a target. I am a target where I live in my neighborhood. There's so many different nationalities. I am a target. I'm a target of hate. I got jumped one time by this guy in my neighborhood who was from India, okay? And the guy put a knife to my throat, so I did an impression of a cow because they're sacred to people from India. And the guy gave me a ride home. Thanks a lot. You guys are a lot of fun. Thank you.
Nice job. KevinBrennan, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Crash Test Dummies. Very funny. Our next guest is the funniest comedian we know, named Kevin. Next month, he will be performing at the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival in Aspen, Colorado. Do me a favor, say hello to KevinBrennan. Kevin!
Thank you. My name is Kevin. All right. So I just thought that might win you over. So I'm a winner also. I don't know if you guys, I'll show you this. I've been declared a $1 million winner. Can you see that? Thank you. There's a joke to follow. I went to buy a car today. The guy said, "You got collateral?" I'm like, "Duh." Hello, stupid. You're not paying attention. So I was on the phone today. You know, I'm ready to snap with these phone messages I'm getting. Someone called me, left a message on my machine. "Kevin, call me when you get in. It's very important." They don't leave their name or their number. I have no idea who it was. What am I supposed to do? Try to figure it out? No. You know what I did? I called people I didn't know and left them messages. Total strangers. I'm like, "I found it. Call me. You're adopted. Gotta go. I don't care. I'm fighting fire with fire." Harry Hill. Sorry. So, I was on you guys ever been on an elevator? How many people? I'm very short on time, so how many people have been on an elevator? Okay, so I was supposed to hold it for the guy, but I'm not friendly, you know what I mean? So it was the holiday season, I had it by myself. I'm not gonna share it, so I had it by myself. The guy's frantic though, he's running. He's like, "Hold the elevator! Hold it! For the love of God, hold the elevator!" And I just stood there, you know, I didn't move. But he was fast, so before it closed, he stuck his arm out and cut it off, and then it opened automatically. He gets on with me, and I'm like, I gotta pretend I'm paralyzed now. I'm like, "Can you at 7 for me?" Because I really can't. I can't move my arms at all. Oh, that was funny. You know, seriously, I got no time for laughs. Anyway, so the whole point is this. I'm getting drunk right after the show. You know, seriously, you're all invited, but I can't pay. So, I was, you know, I go to bars. I'm an idiot. I go to bars to try to meet women. It's impossible, you know, because the music's so loud, I can't even have a conversation. Now I just say anything to women because they can't hear me. The other night I was like, "Hey, I met Bigfoot outside. Bigfoot's outside. You'll see him. He's got the big feet." She's like, "I don't know what you're saying. I don't. You wanna dance? You wanna dance? This is how I dance. You wanna dance? Wanna dance? Wanna dance?" She's like, "I don't know what you're saying, but can I buy you a drink?" "Sure. Yeah, you can buy me a drink." Thank you. Thank you. So I mean that. Thank you. Anyway, so I was on a date. You know, didn't dates used to be fun? Did you guys ever go on a date? How many people have been on a date before? You know, I'm on a date with a vegetarian. Vegetarians are annoying, and they got to be stopped. You know what I mean? They got to be stopped. Jeez, how much time? Now, the whole point is, you got to find out if she's a vegetarian before you go out with her. I was on a date. You know, I ordered a chicken sandwich. She goes, "You eat meat? You eat meat? I could never eat a living thing. I'm a vegetarian." I said, "Well, plants are living things too. They're just easier to catch. You know, you never have to sneak up on corn, do you? Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting for corn." Dating used to be fun, no more. Basketball used to be fun, pro basketball. Pro basketball, this is a very serious point I want to make. They make, seriously, those guys make too much money, and I'm pissed. You know what I mean? I mean, I look like I have a lot of money, but this suit's going back to the store tomorrow. The point is, seriously, the point is this. Shaq, you know Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, $120 million for 7 years he's getting to play basketball. He's never even won anything. He's getting $1/10 billion to play basketball. Is that too much, or am I a jerk? You know, I'm not going to have kids. I'm not going to have kids, but I am going to adopt kids, the biggest, tallest kids I can find. I swear to God. I'm just gonna walk in agencies. Give me the biggest freak you got in here, okay? He's 8 feet tall and he's 2 years old. Get in the car, Clip Clip. We're going for a ride. You guys were a lot of fun. Thank you very much for having me. I love you all. Thank you.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Kevin. That's all I know. I took French 2 years in high school, 2 years in college. That's all I know. Here's the funny thing. My wife is Panamanian, so she's fluent in English and Spanish. So sometimes when we have sex, she'll just go into Spanish whenever she wants. I don't know any Spanish. So I'll go into the French I know. I'm like, bonjour. Guy Lafleur. Cirque du Soleil. So I'm one of 10 kids. That's too many kids, first of all. Anyone else from a big family? 10 kids in our family. We used to take showers together. You ever take a shower with your brother growing up? I've had girlfriends like, let's take a shower together. It's Valentine's Day. I'm like, I'm not going in there unless my brothers are here. Plus, kids are so spoiled now, seriously. I'm gonna raise my kids Latino, seriously, because I see white women, God bless you, I see white women at the mall trying to be good parents. Like, Jason, I'm gonna count to 10, then you're gonna get it. Hour later, she's like, 134. Latin women, black women, like 1, bam! Surprise attack works every time. Plus, you know what else? Kids love surprises. That's in all the baby books. Plus, kids today, they're such punks with all the, like, I live in New York City, all the kids with the hip-hop. They got Tourette's from all the hip-hop they listen to. My wife, we went to see 50 Cent, she's into hip-hop. 50 Cent's hardcore. He's like, white people suck. And we're like, yeah, we suck. Put your hands in there. They stole my wallet. It's a scam, that hands in there. I put them up one at a time now. I no longer act as if I just don't care. I care a lot. I care a lot. They're stealing my Shiat. Every rapper has the same move. You ever notice that? That's to let you know being extra serious. That's the part of someone should really pay attention to. It works. I use it myself. I'm like, put some butter on that bagel, bitch. She gets it right. She knows I'm not messing around. Plus, my wife's Latina, so she's all jealous all the time. Women are I don't know. Once you have kids, do women just get crazy jealous? My wife thinks because she wants to have sex with me, everyone does. I'm like, honey, if that was the case, I would not have married you. Why would I marry her if everybody wanted to have sex with me? Wouldn't that be rude to everyone? It really would, Montreal. Then we got into a fight at dinner. She wanted to know how many women I had sex with before we got married. I'm like, how many women after? That's what you should focus on. Let her know. Let her know. I love my wife, though, and everything, but it is hard, right? It's hard to be married. You guys all married and everything? No, because before I got married, I would watch people on TV like killing their spouse. Like, why would you kill your spouse? They're gonna figure out it's you. Why don't you just get divorced? But now I'm like, now I get it. Now I get it. It's not enough to just get divorced. You want to send a message. Plus, when you're married, sometimes it hits you like, wow, we're together, right? Doesn't it just hit you like, wow, we're together forever? I think it hit my wife the other day. We just sitting around. She goes, why are you acting so weird now? I'm like, I'm not acting weird now. This is the real me. When we were dating, I was being nice and buying you stuff all the time. Then I was acting weird. This is the real me. You don't like it. Nobody likes it. That's why I was single when you met me. You got punked, bitch. Thank you very much. You guys are fantastic.
Especially when it comes to investigating.
So how's it going? So I bought a heavy metal record today, and I played it backwards to see if there was any satanic messages. And a voice came on and said, "Wrong way, stupid." What else? I've been trying to date, and I've been trying to meet women in bars, which is a mistake. I was talking to this girl the other day. She asked me what kind of girls I liked, and I said, I like girls that like me. She said, I guess I'm not your type. It's the jungle. So, but I went out with a Norwegian woman recently. She didn't speak English. She didn't speak English, so I had to get an interpreter for the date. And initially, I had trouble getting her back to my place because the lines I was using were getting lost in translation. But eventually, I just got her drunk, and we're at my place, going at it very passionately. She's screaming, I'm screaming. The interpreter could hardly keep up with us. Also, I saw a show on cannibalism on PBS the other day. The narrator on the show says one thing that separates the Zulu tribe from all the others is they're cannibals. They occasionally eat human flesh. Now, if I'm on the film crew, I gotta be thinking, how occasionally? And even if it was just special holidays, I'd be real nervous if the natives went out partying, they get the munchies. You wake up and a guy named Zulak is spraying you with Cheese Whiz. Good. So that's a weird appetite. Another guy with a weird appetite was Walter Hudson. Walter Hudson was the guy who was so fat. He was so fat, he couldn't get out of his house for 17 years. Yeah, that's a long time. And I'm thinking back to the first day he can't get out of his house. If you ask me, it's time for lean cuisine, all right? He's gonna order junk food, then he's gotta call in work and tell them he won't be coming in. He's got to call him fat for work. Hello, boss. Hi, it's Walter. Yeah, I won't be coming in today. You know how I'm a little overweight? Yeah, well, I'm even more overweight today. Yeah, and I can't get out of my house. No, I'll be okay. I have a couple pizzas on the way. Bye-bye, boss. It's so stupid. And, oh yeah, he wouldn't. This guy, my friends want me to go skydiving. Walter would never make it as a skydiver. I can't do this either. I can't get involved with any sport that if things go wrong, I'm gonna die. And when these guys jump out of the plane and the chute doesn't open, they're thinking, I should have gone bowling. And do I need to go skydiving? No. You know why? Because I live in New York. In New York, we just set the record this past year for the most murders in our history, 1,896. It was a great effort on everyone's part. It looked like we weren't going to get it for a while. The city rallied together and killed the necessary number of people. It's unbelievable. And actually, I was in the hospital this past summer, but I didn't get beat up. I was playing softball, and I broke my cheekbone, and I'm in the hospital for a week. And one of the guys that I shared my room with, after every meal, this guy was doing this. Sucking on his teeth. It was unbelievable. Finally said to him, listen, you have to stop. You're driving everyone crazy. And the guy's like, there's no toothpicks here. I said, you're being fed intravenously. I don't see exactly. My parents freaked out when they visited me in the hospital. My parents freak out over everything.
They have 10 kids. That's why. I come from a large Irish Catholic family. My mom, 10 kids. My mom never complained about cooking for 10. She made a profit. She would give us allowance and then charge us for meals. The embarrassing thing was going over to my friend's house for dinner for the first time. And his mom said, Kevin, would you like applesauce? I'm like, does that come with the entree? Then I'll take it. And me and my dad aren't close. We're not close, you know, and it's his fault, but he won't admit it. To this day, he'll say things to me like, Kevin, I made the effort with you. How about the year I coached your Little League team? I'm like, Dad, you traded me. My dad is a writer. My dad is a writer, so his favorite expression is the pen is mightier than the sword, which I believed for a long time until I moved to the city and I got in a fight with this guy. And he cut me up real bad and I drew a mustache on his face. And then I wrote him a nasty letter. I think I made my point. I'm in this business. I actually come from a long line of show business types. My dad wrote some screenplays. My uncle is a trapeze artist in the circus, but he has arthritis now, so he misses a lot of connections. And my grandfather was an Elvis impersonator in the 40s, which never really took off because so I'm out here, I'm out in California 3 days now, and already I've seen weird stuff. I saw Hugo the other day with a car phone. So what is the conversation? Joey, yeah, you know the 50 cents you owe me? Yeah, I need it. My car payment's due. That's my time. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You've seen him on Conan and Letterman. He has an awesome podcast called Misery Loves Company. Give it up for KevinBrennan. Let's go, guys!
Keep it going for all the comics we've seen so far. Come on, isn't it something? What a show, right, sir? You're having the time of your life. You guys all drinking? I was just down in Louisiana. They drink a lot down there, but they're smart drunks. They all have motorhomes. Which is good if we got a drinking problem, because then if a cop pulls you over, I was like, have you been drinking? I'm like, yeah, but I live right here. I was drinking and driving, now I'm drinking and living. Thanks for getting me home safe. That was a good one, wasn't it? You by yourself, sir? What happened? Good story. Anyway, people text on the highway now. Anyone ever text on the highway? Is that a good idea? Guy next to me, 70 miles an hour texting. I'm like, look at this, and then I hit a car. I think he won that round. The phones are taking over, right? People take pictures of their dick. You ever take a picture of your dick? You look familiar. I took a picture of my dick and I sent it to my doctor to save on a copay, and I guess everything was alright because he sent me back a smiley face. It's a true story. For Valentine's Day, I was out of town. I took a picture of my dick and I sent it to my wife. She texted back, "Who's this?" It's actually based on a true story. So I'm married. Anybody else married? Yeah. You guys are married? How's it going? Listen to that, that's fucking ridiculous. How long have you been married? 3.5 years. And you had no response? It's not easy, right? Oh, shit. I've been married 10 years. Before I got married, I watched these crime shows like one spouse killed the other spouse. And I'd be like, why would you kill your wife? They're gonna figure out it's you. Why don't you just get divorced? But now I'm like, now I get it. Divorce is not enough sometimes. You want to send a message. And I learned this the other day. One thing you never want your wife to say to you when you come home is, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Because that is never going to be followed by, and I got to suck your dick more. This never happened to anybody ever. Right, ladies? The PTA's here. I'll cheer everybody up in this fucking cabin. So I got kids. What was her name? The other girl's name? The comic? Well, she's not really a girl. She has 5 kids. She's more of a lady. This is it's like following my mom up here. Anyway, no, because I'm one of 10 kids. I'm Irish Catholic. We had 10 kids. It's too many fucking kids, by the way. 10 kids. Anyone have? How many kids you have? Exactly. Imagine having 10 coming out of your fucking sweet hole. What would that happen? Imagine the damage. It would look like a fucking interstate under construction. It's too many kids. I got 2 kids too. My kids are fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Miss Hurley was talking about her kids. My kids are. I mean, I got 2. Seriously. All my friends that have kids already, they'll say the same thing. Your kids grow up so fast. I'm like, mine are taking forever. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we're doing wrong because we feed them, we bathe them, they're still right here. Looking for free shit. My son sleeps in my bed because I work at night. You shouldn't work at night if you have kids because he's 3. He goes to bed like 8 o'clock. A couple hours later, he wakes up. He don't want to sleep by himself. So he gets into my bed with my wife. So when I come home, he's in my bed like cock blocking me. And I got to sleep in his choo-choo bed. I'm not getting laid. So I'm like... My friend, he has kids, he goes, you know, you do jump in bed with your wife and have sex with your wife while your son's still sleeping. I'm like, I'm not going to do that, because he's 3. Doesn't that sound weird? I'm going to wait till he's older. And then I'm going to pound it! I had to buy a bed the other day. You know, I went to buy a bed, Bed Bath & Beyond. They don't sell beds at Bed Bath & Beyond. Did you know that? I didn't either. From the fucking name, I didn't know Bed Bath & Beyond didn't sell beds. No beds at Bed Bath & Beyond. I was looking for a bed for half an hour. Finally just asked the guy, I go, where are your beds? He goes, we don't sell beds. I'm like, it's Bed Bath & Beyond. He goes, yeah, we fucked up, you know, so. I'm like, well, show me the Beyond at least. He goes, there's no Beyond. Everything's right here. Everything's right here with the chip clips. The chip clips. No bags, no Beyond, but plenty of chip clips. Right? You'll vouch for me, right? The housewives of whatever fucking county you live in. Anyway. Plus, you fight a lot when you have kids because you don't get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation, right? That's how they torture prisoners, sleep deprivation, right? You're part of ISIS. You can back me up on that, right? You look so... Is he really? Is that why you had that response? You do look suspicious, though. See something, say something. I just saw the sign. I got grabbed the other day. I got grabbed because if you have a backpack, the cops can grab you if you go into the subway. So they grabbed me, but I look like a fucking off-duty cop, right? So I was not happy with the cops. So I said, I look like a terrorist? And the cop goes, we got to randomly select people. I said, randomly select Arabs. You know what I mean? Because, right? They're doing all the shizzle. And the cop's like, sir, that's racist. I'm like, it's okay, I'm racist. So I'll take the heat for this one. I wasn't supposed to laugh at that joke. Anyway. My wife's Hispanic. Any Hispanic people at the show? Right? What kind are you?
Puerto Rican.
Welcome. There's a lot of Puerto Rican. Are you guys all from out of town or something? Puerto Ricans like fucking own this town. Did you not know that? That's why I said welcome, like it was a joke, because she probably fucking owns my building. Puerto Rican women, Hispanic women are sexy though, aren't they? Because they got the big booty. I mean, most of them. Anyway, I'm kidding. But anyway, no, because you got the big booty and the big, right? Meaty and juicy. Do you mind if I? I noticed ever since J-Lo came onto the scene with that great ass of hers, everyone with a big ass now, she thinks she's sexy no matter how fat she is. You ever notice that? And they all say the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I got some junk in my trunk. I'm like, you got some junk in your neck, so... You also have some junk in your ankles, so you might want to drive by the junkyard. See if they're buying, because you should be selling, motherfucker! An extra motherfucker on that one. My kids curse now because they get it from me. My wife said. My wife's from the Bronx, so she curses too. She listens to hip hop anyway. But my kids curse, but they curse at the right time, so I don't get mad. because I'm like impressed with her aptitude. Like the other day, we're all in a car, and I was honking a horn at some other driver. My son from the back seat goes, "Fuck!" So I started laughing because it's funny, right? And my wife's like, "That's not funny." I'm like, "It's funny. I'm a professional. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid comedy. I'm at the clubs." They sell candy everywhere too, don't they? Do you have kids, ladies? They sell candy. That's another thing with kids. You don't even realize until you have kids. Every checkout aisle, they sell candy because they want, while you're paying for something, they want your kid to grab candy. And then you go, "No candy," and then they go, "Wah," and you just buy it to shut them the fuck up. Here's what I do. I just let them steal it. I don't care anymore. They grab the candy, they look at me, I nod like, "Let's do this." Because what's the worst that can happen? They get busted, they take the candy away. They don't get busted, we split the candy in the parking lot. You know what I mean? It's a win-win. Plus my son, my kids demand shit from me now because my son's 3. You know, because of on-demand TV and Netflix, my son will be like, "Dad, put on SpongeBob," and then give me a Pop-Tart. I'm like, right away, because I do what he says, because otherwise he's going to be a dick to me all day and I can't take the pressure, you know what I mean? But I never bossed my parents around. I'm one of 10 kids, for real. So one time my dad was talking about the television set before we have remote controls. I'm like, "Dad, can you change the channel for me?" He goes, "Do I work for you?" I'm like, "Not with that attitude." He beat the shit out of me, but I learned to never talk to my dad. You do drink more. Miss Hurley was talking about I follow her every show now. Miss Hurley, the beautiful and talented Miss Hurley, she was talking about you do drink more when you have kids, right? As soon as they go to bed, you just start drinking whatever's in the house, right? Cherry Nyquil, I don't give a shit. If it has alcohol, I'm gonna drink it. Because you're just so happy they're finally in bed for the night. But sometimes they don't stay in bed. That's annoying, right? Sometimes like 20 minutes later, you see one of the heads around the corner. And you're like, "You motherfucker, I swear to God. This better be good, Junior. There better be like a real monster in your room. I don't want to hear, 'I thought I heard a monster.' Jared from Subway better be in your room. With a foot long." Is that too much? Not enough. Alright, one more joke. No, 2 more. Anyway, respect for Miss Hurley. And I might get my vows in there, because when you get married, your vows are all generic, right? Rich or poor, sickness and health. I'm gonna do it again, make it more specific. So when a guy reads it, be like, "Do you take this woman even though she's gonna try to bankrupt you and she's gonna buy shit that she's in need with money she don't even have? She's gonna put the orange juice container back in the refrigerator with the cap on, but it's not really on, so when you shake it, it goes all over the fucking place. So you're sticky for like a week. Is that what you want?" I do. Plus, my wife still makes noise when we have sex, and I think it's because she's Hispanic, because they're very passionate. Aren't they very passionate lovers? Because my friend is married, my friend's white, and I just bring it up that she's Hispanic because my friend, he's been married as long as we've been married, he's white, his wife's really white, and he says when they have sex now, she don't make any noise when they have sex, and he's pissed because he said, "You know, if I had a dick inside of me, I would make some kind of noise." You know what I mean? Right? Even if it was just like, "Hey now." All right, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show.